Hulk, smash all monsters. Quote, the Incredible Hulk. Marvel's greatest heroes must fight Godzilla from across the eras. The battle of the century starts here. Number 2 of 6 sensational action-packed issues with Marvel heroes battling the king of the monsters from its many different eras. How will Godzilla's lore mix with the mighty Marvel universe? Find out as history is twisted when icons like Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Hulk, X-Men, and Thor go face off against one of the greatest monsters of all time. Round 2 versus the Incredible Hulk. General Ross has no tolerance for monsters in any form. With the Thunderbolts, his anti-Kaiju task force, he's taken down or imprisoned the biggest and the baddest monsters on the planet. Bing, Fan, Foom, Mothra, Kumanga, even the Hulk. Now all that's left is his biggest hunt of all, Godzilla. But the Thunderbolts' efforts to bring their last monster to heel may just result in the most destructive battle royale to ever rock the earth. Godzilla versus Hulk, Volume 1, Issue 1. In the 1970s, General Ross is stationed at Thunderbolt Ranch, which serves as the base for his anti-Kaiju task force. By this point, they have already taken down several kaiju monsters and similar creatures. A notable trophy, the skull of Fing Fan Foom, hangs predominantly at the entrance of Ross's ranch. The Thunderbolts believe they have already eliminated the Hulk following the events of Avengers crossovers from 1979 in Godzilla, King of the Monsters, issue 23. A voice tells a reporter that the ranch extends underground almost 80 stories, housing national secrets, scientists, and monsters that hopefully will never see the light of day. The voice adds that the Hulk is deader than Elvis. Thunderbolt Ross tells a reporter that a ranch extends underground almost 80 stories, housing national secret scientists and monsters that hopefully will never see the light of day. Ross adds that the Hulk is deader than Elvis. As the 1980s approach, Thunderbolt Ross remains committed to his mission. Down in the aforementioned bunker, a brilliant scientist with a big secret roamed. He had learned the art of meditation, and it had been a few years since this man had lost control of his temper. This is Bruce Banner, who you know as the Incredible Hulk. He greets Douglas Burley, known as Doctor Demonicus. Doctor Demonicus is building a containment unit for a monster. He says, "My Kaiju incinerator will be more than enough for the so-called King of Monsters. Just be sure you and Ross do your parts." Dr. Demonicus, or Douglas Burley, was born in Culver City, California. As a scientist, he was studying the correlation between the radioactivity and mutation when he was contaminated by a radioactive spill. As Dr. Demonicus, he became a criminal geneticist who created monsters and discovered the Life Stone. He was a former ally of Mayur Khan, who gave Demonicus his satellite headquarters. There, he created numerous immense monsters, including Batragan, Jilaran, Liparak, and Centaur, to form the monster Menagir. They were all killed by Godzilla. Dr. Demonicus has a plan to capture the king of monsters. He plans to use Kumonga, the giant spider, to capture Mothra, the winged wonder, with spider webs. Then, by torturing Mothra to make him shriek in pain, Ross will attract Godzilla. Dr. Demonicus has devised this plan, and while the other Thunderbolts thought it was very devious, they failed to kill Godzilla for years. Dr. Banner objects to such a cruel way to lure Godzilla, as Doc Samson looks on in the background with a big frown on his face. Demonicus says, "You radiate weakness, Banner. All these abominations must be cleansed. Control of Kumanga may not last long, but the cries of Mothra will be too much for Godzilla to resist. They have shown some camaraderie in the past." Then Bruce Banner asks, "And what happens when Godzilla's off the board? What will you do then?" Dr. Demonicus responds, "Look at me. Look at what this war has cost me. My body has been desecrated in this fight. I am hollowed out from within. These kaijus have utterly destroyed destroyed me. Be grateful, Dr. Banner, that you have no idea what it's like to be a monster. Dr. Demonicus' demented plan worked exactly as the mad scientist had hoped. The anguished cries of Mothra summoned Godzilla to San Antonio. At first, an aircraft starts shooting at Godzilla, but it has little effect. Godzilla just swats it away. Ironically, Samuel Stern, the leader, is in the airplane, and it goes down. With Godzilla inbound, General Ross tells the pilot to get the civilian reporter to safety just before he jumps out of the chopper and tells Banner to meet him in the barn, because inside, the two of these guys are getting ready to pilot their mechs. What's interesting is that General Ross has the red light mech and Bruce Banner has the green light mech. The mechs launch. These are not just any mechs, they are upgraded, built MechaGodzillas, and they should be more than enough to handle Godzilla supposedly. The performance of the machines have been vastly improved by Tony Stark, who was crushed by Godzilla. These new mechs no longer need to be remote piloted, but even though Stark is no longer around, they're hoping his genius intellect will still help them beat Godzilla. As soon as Banner engages Godzilla, the king of the monsters zaps him with his atomic breath. The pain is intense for Banner. General Ross uses the opportunity as a distraction so he can launch missile attacks. But with this happening so close to the base, everyone underneath is getting shaken up. Some of the people down there are in fear for their lives, knowing it's possible they could get trapped. DeMarcus says, people will all die today, but we're dragging Godzilla to hell with us. Meanwhile, Dr. Demonicus redirects Kumanga to attack. He controls Kumanga to ignore Mothra and go after Godzilla instead. With Godzilla down from General Ross's missiles, a controlled Kumanga webs up Godzilla. Thunderbolt Ross goes to stomp on Godzilla's head, but Godzilla uses his tail to swat Ross away, sending him crashing into Kumanga. General Ross then orders Banner to get back into the fight. Seconds later, Godzilla is able to stand up and tear Kumanga's web off himself. Even though the webs are strong as steel, he then quickly disarms Banner, literally, and beats him with his own arm, just before turning around and hitting General Ross with his atomic breath. General Ross yells at the Doctor Demonicus to do something. As Demonicus says, yes, it's time for me to do something. It's time for me to pay everyone back, the monsters and the men who have brought me to ruin. I have waited a long time to gather all my enemies in one place. We've been hunting Kaiju for a long time. Godzilla can't be controlled, but if I told you how I plan to kill him, you would never have let me. You see, I've been slowly breaking down the bodies of monsters in my incinerator. Dr. Demonicus continues and says, I've been creating life. It's a new monster, one that we call the Kaiju forever. And rather than a constant war for dominance, we simply have one single dominant ruler. Ross realizes he's been betrayed and shouts, damn it, Demonicus, what the hell kind of claptrap are you spewing? Banner looks on in horror and says, my God, Demonicus, you didn't build a Kaiju sarcophagus. It's an egg and it's hatching. Dr. Demonicus responds with a grin. Do you remember the price you said you'd pay to kill Godzilla, Ross? You said the magic word, anything. Well, gentlemen, meet anything. Dr. Demonicus continues. This is a horrible amalgam of monsters. Behold, Hedorah. I've sliced the most deadly and robust traits of all the Kaiju we've slain. From Fanfum on down, death will be our salvation. Hedorah will be a scourge, but he will be the only one. I will have restored balance to the planet. My creation will be more than enough to take down the so-called king of monsters. As Hedorah jumps up, Godzilla fires his atomic breath, but has little effect. Hedorah hits Godzilla and knocks him to the ground. And now Hedorah is going straight for Godzilla. In the scuffle, they slam into Bruce's mech, which is already damaged. He's unable to eject, leaving him trapped inside as the monsters crush the hull. It's right here, trapped and desperate, that Bruce simply says, I want to live. So for the first time in years, he lets the whole take control once again. This is your 1970s talking Hulk. The guy talks a lot. Some secrets slip out, others burst free. Today was the day that Banner's rage escaped its cage. The Incredible Hulk was free once more. As the Hulk roars, Hulk hates robots, Hulk hates bugs, Hulk hates slime monsters. But most of all, Hulk hates puny Banner. A voice responds from Doctor Demonicus. Don't mind taking questions. This is unexpected. It won't do at all. How could this be possible? If Hulk was Dr. Banner, I wonder who we buried in that grave. Hedorah is getting ready to kill General Ross. Its sludge is melting the mech, but just in the nick of time, Hulk is able to come through. He knocks back Hedorah and gets Ross out of there alive. Hulk rescues General Ross, and Ross hates it. Hulk says, Hulk hate Ross. Now Ross, get to thank Hulk for every day you live. General Ross replies, if you're still alive, who's in Hulk's grave? Hulk answers, Hulk, not the monster. Banner is. Banner always blames others for his problems. Bicycle boy Rick Jones was his patsy. Now Ross, shut up and watch Hulk smash all monsters. It's unlike Bruce Banner in other universes to plot something like this against Rick Jones. Hedorah is winning. Perhaps Dr. Demonicus demon would actually succeed. The sludge monster penetrates deep through a soft spot in Godzilla's skin, striking right at the eye. Dr. Demonicus knows the monster is dissolving Godzilla faster than he can heal. The optic nerves are the first to go, and the sludge monster pushes towards Godzilla's brain. Hope arrives in the form of a punch from the Hulk, only for it to burn Hulk's hand. Dr. Demonicus shouts, Hulk, you small-minded dope. You can't fight Hedorah. He's the perfect creation, a child of my superior intellect and the DNA of hundreds of monsters slain by the thunderbolts. Can you hear me through what's left of the MechaGodzillas, Hulk? I want you to know that soon you'll be dead, just like Godzilla and all the rest. Hulk doubles down on what he said about Banner earlier. Hulk says, you all say Hulk is a monster, but I am wrong. Maybe your dumb mouth was wrong about Godzilla too. Hulk or Banner once tickled a heart with electricity, and now Dr. Hulk saves Godzilla. What Hulk is saying is that everybody hates him and thinks he's bad, and that he's wrong, but maybe they're wrong. Everybody hates Godzilla and thinks he's bad too, and maybe they're wrong about him as well. So Hulk takes the power line and uses it like a defibrillator to get Godzilla back in the fight. Just as Hulk restarts Godzilla's body, he lets his blood pour into Godzilla's wound. As soon as that happens, right away Godzilla opens his eyes and they're glowing green. Before you know it, Godzilla hulks out. Grab your reins tight. Godzilla's eyes are now gamma green. Hedorah had the advantage in every way, especially size, but not anymore. Before you know it, Godzilla hulks out. Godzilla never had small arms, but now they're huge and muscular even more. Now Godzilla towers over Hedorah. Now it's Godzilla's turn to smash. Hedorah looks small in front of the hulked out Godzilla as Godzilla throws a punch, then follows it with a blast of his atomic breath. The fury of Godzilla burned with the anger of the Incredible Hulk, and with a single powerful blow, Hedorah was no more. This time, hulked out Godzilla truly let loose with another atomic breath attack, which destroyed Hedorah completely. The remnants of the creature fell right into the open bunker doors at the Thunderbolt Ranch, landing directly on top of Dr. Demonicus. Right before Demonicus was burned alive, he screamed, "No! Not when I was so close." We then see Hulk head back over to Kumanga and Mothra to help them. Hulk says to them, Hulk knows the pain of human using Hulk. Hulk free, big dumb spider. Now Hulk and Godzilla square off. Hulk says, Hulk is the strongest one there is. But Hulk, no one to prove that today. Then suddenly the gamma radiation takes its toll on any being, even Hulk. Both monsters collapse as their gamma rage subsides. Hulk turns back into Bruce Banner and Godzilla turns back into his regular form. Godzilla turns away as Thunderbolt Roll says, so you fingered the poor kid as the Hulk and then let us kill him. Give me one good reason not to pull this trigger, Banner. Just then Godzilla suddenly turns. Bruce Banner says, well, my instincts are not pulling the trigger as easily. As Godzilla opens his mouth, Banner continues, I wouldn't make Godzilla angry. Then Banner says, we monsters stick together, Ross. I don't have any choice about the monster in me, but you can give up yours. Ross, if you're strong enough. Next round, fresh from the original Secret Wars, Peter Parker, aka the Amazing Spider-Man, returns to Earth with a spiffy new alien costume without a care in the world except for a complicated love triangle with MJ and the Black Cat, and unbelievable pressure at the Daily Bugle. Rent, Bill's supervillains, oh, and Godzilla is in New York City, which is a destructive power aimed squarely at the wall crawler. In Godzilla vs. Spider-Man Volume 1, Issue 1.